Previously, we saw how Akane got a chance to meet Yamada, a well-known pro gamer, and they spent the whole event day together. She drank too much and woke up in Yamada's bedroom the next morning. Episode 2. Akane gets frightened when Yamada tries to approach her, and she falls down. She is confused about the strange room and lost her memories after drinking too much, and she has no idea how she ended up here. So Akane asks Yamada to explain what happens in the bar. Yamada tells her that she fell down after drinking too much, and he felt inhumane to abandon her on the street, so he took her to his home. Akane apologizes for being a burden. Yamada doesn't want a girl to stay in his bedroom. He asks her to leave right away. As Akane walks away, Yamada tells her that she puked on all her clothes, so he washed them and hung them up in the bathroom, and he also said he paid her bill at the bar too. Akane got embarrassed and said she would pay it back. As Akane left his home, he told her this might be their last meeting and he wouldn't be seeing her anymore. She drifted away for lack of responsibilities and stayed over the night with the guy she just met. Later, while doing a face massage after taking a bath, Akane noticed her necklace was missing. She started to look for it, but she couldn't find it anywhere in her home. She thought she must have dropped it in Yamada's home, so she logged into the game to look for Yamada. There she meets her guild master, named Rurihime. Rurihime welcomed Akane to log in after a long time. Akane also greeted Ruri and quickly started to look for Yamada. She gets frustrated to see Yamada is offline, so she goes AFK and starts to cry because the necklace is very important to her. It was gifted by Takuma, as was her first present from him. Ruri finds Akane worrying about something, so she asks Akane to share her problems with her. Akane is thankful to Ruri. Akane told everything about how Takuma cheated on her for an online game and how she lost her necklace too. As the two of them were talking, Yamada logged in. Akane is happy to see Yamada and tries to talk with him. But Ruri and Yamada are continuously chatting with each other. So Akane messaged him privately, and she was surprised to get a quick reply from him. Ruri asks Yamada to join them to cheer up Akane. Yamada quickly denied it and said that he wanted to talk about guild storage maintenance. He says that he cleaned all the unusable items the other day, but now it's again filled with unusual equipment. Meanwhile, Akane is wondering about her necklace. It has to be either in Yamada's home or in the bar. Ruri explains to Yamada that their guild members stored those items out of goodwill. When Akane tries to tell them with excitement that she is the one who stored all those items, Yamada bursts out and says all the stored items were nothing but trash. Even a beginner would have better items than this. Ruri asked Yamada to be nice with chat because all the online guild members would watch their chat, and she said that one who stored those items would be crushed to see their chat. Akane gets emotional and says that she feels sorry for adding that equipment to the storage. Ruri is shocked to see that those items belong to Akane, and she tries to comfort her, but Yamada crushes her again and asks her to be more selective with items because they have only limited storage. Akane is broke and logged out. Ruri scolded Yamada for being rude with Akane, saying she just started playing the game and asked him to go easy with her. Later, Yamada accidentally stepped on the necklace that Akane was looking for, and the necklace broke into 2 pieces. Yamada knows that the necklace belongs to Akane. On the other hand, Akane is exhausted by Yamada's attitude, and she falls asleep. The next morning, she wakes up after having a nightmare. She meets Momo at the restaurant and explains her nightmare, saying she dreamed Takuma was presenting a gift for her, and when she opened the gift, it was Eri, Takuma's new girlfriend. But Momo tells her she had enough of boring Takuma's stories and says she wants to know more about the hot pro gamer, and she asks Akane to explain what happened between them when they both stayed over at Yamada's home. Akane says that Yamada just helped her, and there is nothing going on between them. Akane starts to worry about the lost necklace, but Momo roasts her multiple times for still following the guy who cheats on her. Having had enough humiliations, Akane got exhausted and promised Momo that she would never talk about Takuma again. While walking back to her home, she was worrying about having no one to play with her and feels alone. She hasn't logged into the game since Yamada told her equipment was trash. At that moment, she saw 2 high school girls approaching Yamada, and one of them was trying to confess her love for Yamada, but she couldn't bring herself to tell him. Akane knows Yamada is well known and it's casual to get love proposals, so she walks away and remembers her high school days, when she did the same thing and proposed to an upper-class guy, and wonders how he will look now. She is shocked to see Yamada turn those high school girls down with his cold words, saying he almost spent 7 minutes with them and telling them to prepare their speech and meet him again. He said, "Sorry, it's time for the boss to be spawned," and walked away. Akane couldn't resist this, so she yelled at Yamada to stop and tell him that the girl was about to confess her love for him. Yamada said he also confessed to them. Akane asked him to learn more about the subtleties of human emotions instead of playing games. As the two of them were walking together, Akane noticed that he was wearing a famous high school uniform, which is very hard to get into. Akane realized that, apart from gaming, he is really a smart guy. She asked about his high school grade. Yamada replied that he is now in his 3rd year. Suddenly, he stops walking and says he really wants to meet Akane again. She was surprised to hear those words from Yamada. He apologized and returned her necklace, saying he accidentally stepped on it. As Akane leaves, she asks Yamada not to worry about the necklace and tells him that she already planned to throw it away. Yamada knows she is lying to him, and he sees Akane running in the rain without an umbrella, so he follows her and asks her to use his umbrella, mentioning there is no need to return it, and he runs away. Akane realized that, apart from his emotionless behavior, deep down he is really a kind person. The next day, Akane is still worrying about the broken necklace and wondering why Yamada gave her his umbrella. At that moment, her doorbell rings, and she is surprised to see her mom send all her belongings back to her, saying she is going to use Akane's room as her new training room. Akane's room is completely occupied by her old stuff, so she called Momo to help her sort out her belongings. Momo tells Akane that she just got back from work and is feeling tired. Akane is shocked when Momo asks her to throw all her old stuff in the garbage, but Akane doesn't want to lose her old belongings, saying those old things hold precious memories. But Momo wouldn't listen to her and forced her to pack all the unusable things. At that moment, Momo finds the broken necklace and an umbrella. She asks Akane what she is supposed to do with them. Akane remembers Yamada's words, asking her to be more selective with the items in the limited storage. It might be her first present from Takuma, but she wants to move on, so she decided to throw the necklace away and return the umbrella to Yamada. That night, she realized she couldn't hold on to every single thing that was precious to her. Momo finds Akane concerned about her old belongings, so she pats her head and takes Akane to the party to light her up. After drinking too much, they went to Yamada's home to return his umbrella. He got annoyed by their silly behavior and reminded Akane that he told her not to return the umbrella. Momo makes things even worse. She hugged him and asked him to marry her. Yamada got irritated and told Akane he was going to call the cops. Akane confessed that she actually came to say thanks for helping her in the event, and tell that she feels alone and wishes to disappear from the event, but everything changed after she met Yamada. She is thankful to him and takes Momo, saying they are leaving, before he calls the cop and they walk away. Yamada remembers her empty eyes from the bar. He asks Akane to stop and tells her that Ruri is concerned about her for not logging in since that day. He asks Akane to log in if she has any free time. Akane was surprised to hear those emotional words from Yamada, and said she would log in right away.